Hello there, welcome back to one of my cooking videos. I hope you enjoyed the last one. So what am I cooking today for my dinner? Well, I'm going to be cooking a hopefully quick and easy Tarka Dal or red lentil curry. Now I do like this from the Indian restaurant. I do like it extra garlic, so I'm going to make mine a little bit extra garlic as well. I'm also going to be doing a quick and easy naan bread that basically there's no yeast in it, pretty easy to do, and for something like this, for a quick naan bread, I think it's ideal. So anyway, enough of this whole waffling. That's what ingredients we're using for this nice Tarka Dal or red lentil curry and quick and easy naan bread. Now, so the ingredients for this Tarka Dal or red lentil curry and a quick and easy naan bread. Now for the Tarka Dal, I've got 180 grams of red lentils. I've rinsed them through about 4 times. They're in about 500 ml of water. So we're going to put them on basically just to simmer them up until they're nice and cooked. So we're also going to be using 1 whole onion there, which is very finely diced up. Now I found these frozen ginger and garlic things in the freezer shop. So one of these apparently is 4 cloves of garlic, but I like my Tarka Dal nice and garlic, so I'm actually going to be using one of these, which is 4 cloves of garlic for the Tarka Dal. And also 1 tablespoonful there of a tomato puree. Now I've got 1 dried Kashmiri chili red pepper there, which I've actually pierced, so that should be enough for the heat. So I've got also a teaspoonful of a turmeric powder there. I've got a teaspoonful of cumin, a teaspoonful of coriander powder, 1 teaspoonful of garam masala, a bit of salt and pepper and a teaspoon there of coriander powder and half a teaspoonful of a cinnamon. Basically that's the spices we're using, a dash of salt and pepper as well. I'm going to be using some frozen coriander at the end, just to throw in about 2 tablespoons of coriander at the end, which I'll get out of the freezer. So that is basically the ingredients for the Tarka Dal. Now for this quick and easy naan bread, it's just basically, I'm only going to be doing about 2, so I've got 1 cup of self-raising flour, and I'm going to be using about half a cup of Greek yogurt. You can use plain yogurt. And I'm going to be putting in about half of this, which is equivalent to about 2 cloves of garlic, to make it a garlic naan bread. Oh, a little bit of ginger as well, I forgot there. That's about a couple of teaspoons there of ginger. So basically, that's the ingredients. So let's get started cooking this Tarka Dal and quick and easy naans. So I'll put the red lentils on the oven, wait for them to warm up a little bit and turn them down to simmer for about 13 minutes. And then what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to make up these quick and easy then. So just basically the cup of water, cup of self-raising flour. Then we're going to measure out about half a cup of Greek yogurt. There we go, half a cup of Greek yogurt, put that in there. And I'm going to put in a little bit of this frozen garlic, half of one of those, which is equivalent to 2 cloves of garlic. And now it's just a matter of mixing this all up and making it into a dough. Right, there we go, that's a nice dough there, so let's break that in half. Flour on here, push this down, and then I'm just going to roll these out. I don't have to be particular shape. There we go, that's one rolled out, that's going to do. I'm just going to roll the other one out now, and then we take them over to the pan and we'll cook them. Right, so you want a dry pan or griddle, whatever you've got, it must be dry, get it quite hot. So I have got the just over there, I have got these lentils there, lid on, just steaming away and simmering away nicely there. So I need to get this quite hot. Right, so I think that's quite hot enough. So we basically just put the naan bread in there and just wait till they start bubbling at the top, and then once they're doing that, we need to turn them over. There we go, there's a little bubbles that falling on the top there, so I've done this one 5 minutes, so I'll just flip it over. You see it's a nice sort of naan bready type colour there, and we just cook this side now. Let's have a look at that side. Yep, I think that's done nicely, so let's put that on a plate. And the pan's nice and hot, so the other one straight in. We do exactly the same for that one. Wait till the bubbles appear on top, turn it over and cook the other side. Flip it over, yep, that's done nicely that side as well, so turn the ring off. Here we go. I'm just going to break the first one up, so that's the first one we did. I'm just going to break a little bit off the end. I mean, it isn't nice and fluffy in the middle there. Oh, it's still a bit hot. So it is nice and fluffy. For a quick and easy naan, let's try that one. Tell you what, they're okay, do it a quick and easy way. Yeah, just about taste the garlic. Could have done with a bit more garlic, but it's still taste the garlic. But anyway, I'm going to put them aside now. And now we're going to get on with doing the actual main bit to put in the lentils. I think that one was heated up enough, so we're just going to put in the finely chopped onion. Just need to get this cooked off first of all. So about 8 minutes till it's nice and cooked and nice and translucent, as they say. We come back when it's cooked through. There you go. It's softened up nicely. Now it's basically just whacking everything else, whacking all your spices in, and the chilli there. Tomato paste, tomato puree. Whack it all in. Well, you can use whole, full, proper seeds and do it the proper way if you want, but I want to do something just quick and easy, or quickish. And give it a stir. Just don't let this dry out. If you need, you can put a little smidgen of water in there, just to make sure it's liquid enough and not going to dry out. There we go, and you're going to let it simmer about 5 minutes. Trouble this time I get this finished, this naan bread's going to be all gone. It's very nice. Right, so they've had about 20 minutes then, lentils, so I've moved it over to the other ring. And they're broken up nicely. Still a bit liquid. Now my Tarka Dal I get from my normal Indian restaurant, it's normally more sort of luminous yellow than this, but this is anyway, can I give it a try? Yeah, they're broken up nicely. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this mixture in with the lentils. Mix it all up, give it a stir, make sure it's well mixed in. Of course, certainly smells nice, I'll give it that. Oh, it's certainly smelling good. So I'm mixing them around, and I'm just going to give that 5 minutes all mixed in together to simmer, and hope that should be long enough to be done by then. There we go, 5 minutes, I'll just give it a stir. Yep, that's nice, just the right consistency there, look at that, look, very nice. I'll just put it in a bowl and then we'll give it a try. Well, that certainly is looking and smelling nice. Well, I reckon there's enough here for 2 good portions, so let's turn that off. Yes, I forgot to add the frozen coriander, so I'll put a bit in there. Put that back in there, let's give this a whisk around. So there's about 2 tablespoonfuls of frozen coriander I put in there. That's it, that's come up nicely. That's gone in there nicely. Now we can put it in a bowl and try it. Oh, 2 big spoonfuls of that. Get a spoon out. Move that over. There we go. See the coriander in there now. And that looks nice, not too watery, not too thick and stodgy. But let's give it a try. A bit hot. You know what that is? Onions still got a bit of a bite. Taste of coriander, you can taste all the spices in there. And that one red Kashmiri chilli was just giving it another heat. And I will be honest, the Tarka Dal I normally get actually doesn't taste of any. It doesn't got no hotness at all in it. It's nice and garlic, but it doesn't feel any heat in it. But yeah, with the one Kashmiri chilli, you want it hot, I whacked a couple in there, or fresh chillies, but the lentils are cooked perfectly, not soggy, just got a slight bit of bite and perfect in lentils. You know what? That is nice. I don't think I'll bother getting one from the Indian restaurant anymore. I think I'll make my own. It's cheaper and just as nice. There we go, another dish done and dusted this week. A homemade Tarka Dal red lentil curry, and of course, not forgetting my old whatchamacallit there, the old naan bread. Put a bit of that on there. There we go. Oh, that is nice. Let's plate some naan bread up. I'll finish this off in a minute for my dinner. There we go. Right, there we go. One Tarka Dal with the old homemade naan bread garlic. I think I should have put 4 cloves in there and make it really garlicky, but that is still quite nice and garlic, but not garlic enough. I do really like garlic, but whoop, there we go. Now, right, it's not a proper naan. I've got no yeast in it, but if you want to do it quick and easy, what, 10-15 minutes and you've got a couple of sort of substitute naan breads, which is nice and fluffy, cooked well. Can't go far wrong with that. Anyway, that Tarka Dal, very nice. You taste all the spices in there. It's just the right consistency there, the right thickness, not too runny, not too watery. I've had some Tarka Dals, they've been quite runny, you know, not very nice. I like mine nice and thick actually, so anyway, enough of this waffling. There we go, hope you enjoyed that one. Do give it a try, please do like, subscribe, give it the old thumbs up if you enjoy it, do appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching, look after yourselves, be kind to one another, catch you on the next video, bye.